Good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, April the 9th. I waited until Earl was done with his announcement. And let's see, time for the situation brief. Let's truck on. Alright, no changes to the National Terrorism Advisory System. No current or expired alerts. The number of detainees will be updated. We'll receive an update on Monday. But right now, nothing else has changed. No current declarations, no ongoing PEAs, and no new FMAGs. Taking a look around the region. Arkansas remains at level 3 with the increased preparedness for the weather forecast for their area today. We also have 2 FEMA LNOs in the state, ready to respond as needed, as requested. All other states remain at level 4, steady state. Oklahoma returned to normal operations last evening. Also, we have no changes to the IMATs, and no reports of significant or widespread damages due to yesterday's storms. We did have some large hail in Oklahoma, but we'll get more from that from Trevor from the National Weather Service. Trevor?
Well, good morning, everybody. As you can see, the map today is a little less busy and colorful than it has in the last couple days. The critical fire weather concerns we've had the last couple days, they seem to have subsided. The more isolated fire weather concerns will be up more in the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles. But yeah, we didn't get a whole lot of widespread damage, but we did get a number of reports, specifically large hail, and only one tornado touchdown in the state of Oklahoma. And it didn't, it still has not been confirmed as a touchdown, only one report. But as you can see on the radar, just a few showers currently ongoing this morning over Arkansas and in the Fort Worth area. And those will be moving out as we start to focus for this afternoon's severe thunderstorm. So that brings us to threat matrix, and you'll see that on that slide we've got the elevated fire, it's not critical, but elevated fire weather concerns up in the Texas-Oklahoma panhandles. That'll still be ongoing, but there are no products expected for it, so no red flag warnings out. But the focus for today is going to be on the severe storms. You do have an enhanced and slight risk that will be for all of Arkansas, southeast Oklahoma, northeast Texas, and northern Louisiana. That area of threat will expand for all of those states, and the concerns that we'll have are really damaging winds, very large hail being one of the main concerns, and then the possibility for some isolated tornadoes. And the wording that we're going with isolated tornadoes is while 1 or 2 of those tornadoes are probably going to occur today at some point in the enhanced area, it's kind of difficult to pinpoint where because the enhanced area actually spans quite a bit farther north out of our region as well. So we may see 1 or 2, and maybe one of those would be strong, but it's more on the low end threat for tornadoes and more on the very large hail threat. So that threat will begin this afternoon and persist through the evening and into early Friday morning as it progresses eastward. And as you can see there's the areas in yellow on the right that we're concerned with for the enhanced storms. The heavy rain threat, while backed off a tad, is still going to be a threat for the Arkansas area and Louisiana and eastern Texas as well, but that's going to be more isolated now that the models have sort of tracked on backwards on that. You can see in the green there, the marginal risk of severe weather extends into central Texas as well. Moving into the next few days, looks like on Friday we're going to have a slight risk of severe storms spanning from West Texas all the way into southern Louisiana. And in this threat, we're not really thinking much in the way of tornadoes, but more of large hail and damaging winds as a stalled cold front will be down in that area. And there'll be mostly clusters of storms, but the risk will be rather low for widespread damage. And the good news is that Saturday looks like it's going to be more of a reprieve from active weather, but that will probably be picking up on Sunday and Monday as another organized system probably is going to be moving through. Not a whole lot of details right now on it. For the drought monitor, as you can see, it was updated this morning. Unfortunately, it looks very much like it has in the last couple weeks. The areas saw, even after yesterday's rain, probably not a whole lot of a change up in the Fort Worth area. As you can see in the gray on the right, that's no changes indicated for much of Texas. And in Oklahoma, actually, some isolated areas, they actually saw a Class 1 degradation. So, unfortunately, not a whole lot of good news on the drought front. And moving on to space weather, we've got a coronal mass ejection that was heading this way as of April 6th. Will probably peak in its intensity tonight. causing max KP of 4 and a 50% chance of radio blackout. That will peak tonight and then settle tomorrow morning, and we'll be moving into a quiet pattern for the weekend, as well as no more CMEs look to be impacting the area. And that's what we got for you today. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask.
Thank you, Trevor, and thank you for sharing the weather. All right, anyone has any questions for the National Weather Service, please type in the chat window or speak up on the phone. We will continue on. Here's a look at today's events around the region. And this day in history, the deadliest tornado in history for Oklahoma, to date anyway. Let's hope this is not going to be a repeat of 1947. And there's the path of the tornado. All right, this concludes today's briefing. Anyone has any questions, please type in the chat window or speak up here on the phone. Seeing no one typing and hearing no one on the phone, this concludes today's briefing. You're free to drop. Thank you.